In this video, I'm going to go over the 3 skills that took my bank account from right around $1,000 to over $60,000 in just 9 months. I'm 22 years old, I'm in college, finishing up my last semester, and I don't feel like I'm any different than anyone watching this video or anyone that wants to get into online business. I just feel like in the past year, I've built upon these 3 skills and everything that come with them so much that it's allowed me to make more money. And the crazy thing is if you're watching this brand new to online business or you've started and you're trying to scale up, I feel like if you learn these 3 skills and put your all into these 3 things, you will probably make more money than I did and in a shorter period of time. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what the skills are. And I'm also going to break down what you can be doing each day to build upon these skills and actually translate them into making more money. So without further ado, I'm going to go to my laptop and we're going to break down this whole thing into a diagram. Okay, so before I actually get into the 3 skills and break down each one and what comes with it, I want to be as transparent as possible with you guys on this channel. And I'm going to actually show you my bank statement from June of last year and what it looks like now. So as you can see, June of last year, we were pretty broke. Ending statement balance, right around $1,000. I was not lying about that. So I did not have much money. And this is when I was really starting to feel those societal pressures of like, what am I doing? Do I need to get a job? Do I need to get internships? Do I need to be, just going down that normal path? And I was starting to have that self-doubt until I picked up these 3 skills and started harping on them. So what I'm going to do now is actually show you my bank account now and what that looks like. So as you can see, I bank with E-Trade now since it's all online, but I am at $61,000, 148, and that was literally, as you can see, last login in March. And that's a 9-month period right there. I mean, that was my growth over 9 months. And I heavily think it is because of these 3 skills that I built upon. So without further ado, now I'm going to go into each one. So the first skill and probably the most important skill that you can learn if you're working in business, if you're starting your own company, if you're building an online business, doing coaching, you need to know sales. Sales is the most important thing ever. And in my coaching business, I use it every single day. If you're trying to get into sales, I think the best thing that you should learn first is appointment setting. This is something that I've hired out now, but appointment setting is literally just booking in appointments for the closer. So for example, on my offer, I have a setter that reaches out to all leads that come in through our funnel or cold leads, and he calls them up, dials them up, sees if they're interested, if they're a good fit, and if we can help them. And if we can, he books them in on an appointment. So that's going to be the initial part of sales. That's what starts everything. Next thing is going to be actually nurturing those leads. And I definitely think this is part of sales as well, because once you book in that appointment, that lead isn't just going to be hot right off the bat. It's not just going to be an easy close. So what comes with that is sending them VSLs, sending them copy. And one thing that is sales is not just, dialing up the phone or being on a Zoom call or doing a presentation pitch. Sales is also being able to write good copy, writing video sales letters that your leads are going to watch and be like, holy crap, like I want to work with that person. So you need to also get good at writing VSLs. And once I wrote a really good VSL for my offer, I was able to make a lot more money and my close rate shot up. So that leads me into the next thing, which is obviously sales calls. You need to be able to close people on sales calls. In the online coaching space, and if you're running an info product, community, something like that, it's going to be just a Zoom call. And you're going to hop on and it's going to be around a 40-minute call. I actually have on my channel a live call where I literally show myself closing someone. So you should definitely watch that. But that's going to be huge. And then the last part of sales, which isn't really sales, but just the onboarding process, because obviously you can sell someone into your program, into your coaching. But if they're just going to go and refund request you or stuff like that, that means you didn't have a good onboarding process. So you want to make sure you get them onboarded right. So sales is a skill you need to learn. There's some great books on sales. I have free videos posted about my sales journey. I've been taking closing calls for the past probably close to a year now. So I know a good amount about it, and all of these things are the steps within sales, and you need to be good at every single one. And I highly recommend, like, this is what you start with, learning these things, because once you learn sales, you can make a lot of money anywhere, like literally anywhere. So what I'm going to do now is go into the next. So why should anyone buy your thing? That's going to be creating an irresistible offer. And this is a skill that's going to come with, experience and seeing what clients want and seeing what customers want. if you can create an irresistible offer that someone who's brand new to wanting to do whatever you're teaching and they see it and they're like, oh my gosh, like I need that. That's what an irresistible offer is. Think about if you are walking into the supermarket, right? And you always buy steaks, and grass fed New York strip steaks are buy one, get two free. You're buying that. That is an irresistible offer. And that's what you need to make it seem like when you're selling. What you're selling, your coaching, your mentorship, your info product, anything like that, what you're selling is irresistible. Like it would be stupid for the lead to not book the sales call. It would be stupid for them to not buy your product. And that's all about creating an irresistible offer. And what this comes from is three things. One, first thing is going to be market research. You need to figure out, like, let's say you're working with an influencer. Let's say you have a following. Let's say you have 30,000 followers, right? And you teach people how to, I'll just use, what I do, for example, resell. You teach people how to resell, right? And let's say those 30,000 followers, you launch an offer and it's, how to make $1,000 reselling. But those 30,000 followers, they just like watching you resell. Like they don't even want to resell. They like shoes. They like wearing the shoes. They like buying off of you. They're not going to buy that offer, right? Now, what you need to do to combat that, and that could be, let's say, someone posts a lot of lifestyle content, right? And what they actually do is drop shipping. And someone wants to learn what they do, but they don't want to drop ship. If they start launching something on drop shipping, the people might not buy it because it's not irresistible. If someone is charging $10,000 to help you make $1,000 drop shipping, like that's a horrible offer and it doesn't make sense. Now, if someone's charging $50 a month to help you make your first $1,000 drop shipping and do it each month, then that makes sense for the customer. So what you need to do to make sure that you're going to create an irresistible offer is do market research. So if you have 30,000 followers and it's as simple as putting out a poll on an Instagram story on like, what do you guys want to, or ask me a question. And they're literally just asking you questions. The three most questions that get asked, like the most out of the 30,000 people in the audience that you have, that's what they want. And that's what market research is. What I recommend too is if you're working with an influencer who has a lot of followers or you have followers on your own, do like 20 market research calls and just figure out what your audience likes, what they want to learn from you, how they want to learn it, how much they would be willing to pay. Figure out all of that and put all of that into ChatGPT and have it come up with the next thing that comes with this skill is identifying your ICP. And what this is it is identifying the customer that is going to fit your service, your coaching perfectly. So like for us, my setter, when he's dialing up our leads, he's trying to find our ICP. He's trying to find someone that is going to fit perfectly with what we offer. So only way to get that though is to do market research first. So you do your market research and then you build that ICP. Maybe your ICP is someone who has at least $10,000. They want to make 3 to 5K online with dropshipping, and they are in high school or in college because they're younger. They want to start, they want to start a business. Or maybe if you're working with, maybe an older audience, like maybe you're teaching people how to, I don't know, trading cards or something like that. It could be anything. You need to figure out your ICP though. And then from there, you need to build the offer. And once you have these two down, building the offer is actually the easy part because you literally just have to take exactly what they want and tie it into an irresistible offer that they cannot pass up. Just like literally think about it. If you walked in that supermarket and steaks were buy one, get two free, you would 100% buy those. And that's exactly what you need to do when you're figuring out who your customers are. Maybe they don't like steaks, right? Maybe they like chicken breasts. And then you have to do something like that. That's just, I'm comparing it, but that's how it works. And this is something that you need to be able to do on top of sales to actually make money in the online coaching space and the info product space. So that's 2. Moving on to 3. Number 3, and this is what a lot of online gurus and coaches and stuff, they leave out. And that is building a good product. All the way from the onboarding process, all the way down to having potential referrals. So onboarding process, that means your client's first day or two inside the program is going to be the most crucial because they're going to get off that sales call. And something I always ask on my sales calls once they close is, how do you feel? Because they're going to be nervous. Like even myself, I'd be lying if I didn't have times where I closed someone and the next day they were like, hey, and like, I don't think I can do this, because they get overwhelmed. So you need to have an onboarding process that is going to make sense. An onboarding call with you, your partner, your creator, When you really get up there, you're going to hire a CSM, and this is a client success manager. What they're going to do is they're going to be checking in on your clients week in and week out and making sure they are doing well. Another thing that's huge with this is having an active community. If you're selling an info product, have a community aspect to it, because if you have a really good community, the crazy thing is your client that you just got in might just ask the question in the chat and it'll get answered without you even having to do anything. And that's when you know you've built a very good product. And when you combine all these three and they're very good and you're not getting a bunch of refund requests and you don't just seem like a guru slinging a course, you're going to get referral opportunities. Your clients are going to come to you without you even asking sometimes. And they're going to be like, hey, my friend wants to do this. Can you get him on a call? Boom. That is going to be the warmest lead. You don't even need to do a pre-call process with that person. That is the warmest lead possible, and you could probably close them in 10 minutes. So a product is going to be the next thing that is super important. So there it is, guys. Those are the 3 skills that I was talking about. And if you can go in depth and start learning each of those things within those skills, you are going to make a lot of money. And even if you don't make money with your own offer or something like that, like, you are going to be able to step into someone with a following and step into their audience and make them money, take a rev share, make money for yourself. You're going to be able to become a closer, become a setter. I promise you, you're going to be able to make a lot of money online quick, a lot more than your normal job, than whatever anybody is paying you right now. So I hope you guys learned something from that. I hope you can work on those skills. If you took any value from this, please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be dropping bangers every week. Leave a comment with whatever you learned, any questions, and like the video as well, just to boost the algorithm a little bit. And if you have any questions too in depth, or you want to get on a call and talk with me or anything like that, just shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'm going to link it in the description. I would love to meet you guys and talk with anybody who watches my videos. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you got some value out of this.